What's going on, athletes? Welcome back to another great workout. It is your boy, Toby Massenburg, coming in with a brand new workout, everybody. It is time for hardcore volume number 2. That's right, we're going after your midsection today here, guys. It's gonna be epic. We have 4 different blocks of work to get through. In each block, you see 2 different exercises. Exercise A and exercise B. Exercise A will last for 30 seconds of work. We're immediately gonna hop directly into exercise B, which is gonna last for 20 seconds. You have about 10 seconds to recover, so we're gonna do the whole thing all over again. Now you're gonna see each one of those exercises a total of 4 times before you move on to the new block. Now, as we start to go, you're gonna see the progression of the exercises become more challenging, all the way till we come to our last one, which is gonna be one or more challenging, not just because of the actual movement, but because we've already seen 3 other blocks before, so you can expect your midsection to be muy fuego, my friends. For class today, you're only gonna need to have one thing and one thing only, and that is just a moderate to heavy dumbbell. Something you feel comfortable working with for at least a good 20 minutes or so. Now, all this being said, all exercises can be modified without the actual dumbbell, so if you don't have a bell, no worries. And as always, you can always take any of these exercises, any of these videos, off to the gym, off to vacation, wherever you're at, this is going to be applicable for you. All right, all this being said, of course, I want you guys to make sure that you please check with a medical professional or physician before you start this program or any program, especially if we're talking about high intensity movements, because I want to make sure that you guys have a successful workout and also that you don't have any injuries. Now, all that being said, it is time to get started, my friends. I'll see you on the mat.
All right, guys, let's go and get started and warm up this body. It's gonna be a real quick warm up so we can get into the actual workout. Let's go and start to warm up our midsection. Walk your feet nice and wide. Give me some rotation side to side. Now, as you start to twist, remember to pivot the heel and to twist at the shoulders. You have just 4 more here. Last 3. Give me 2. This is our final one. Hold into the center. Begin to place your hands on your hips. Start to roll the hips in one direction. Doesn't matter which direction you go to, because guess what? We're going to reverse your direction. So take it to the opposite direction, guys. Now take a moment. Take a big inhale. Reach your hands above your head. As you exhale, forward fold. Reach down for the toes. Inhale, reach all the way up. Hip bones forward. Exhale, reach it down. Hands right back up. Exhale, reach your head back down. Last time. Reach it low, tuck your chin to your chest, start to shake your head, no. Nod your head, yes. Soften your knees, place your hands on top of your thighs. Round the back, and then lengthen it. Do that again, round the back, and lengthen it. So we're trying to find nice length within our T-spine, our middle back. 2 more. Last one, we're gonna one more time, around the back. Exhale, lengthen. Okay, gently place the hands down to the floor, come into downward facing dog, lift up the heels nice and tall, then shift it right to plank. Do that again, hand lift it up, drop it right back down low. One more time, lift it up, then drop it right back down low. Okay, walk both your feet forward, lift up nice and tall. Rotations one more time. And all right, let's go ahead and grab onto your belt. First exercise in block number 1 is going to be what's called your ribbon twist. You're going to hold onto your belt by both sides of the belt. We go around the head and we rotate. 30 seconds on the clock. Here we go. Around the head, then rotate. Same thing other side, and rotate. Now this looks very similar to what we did during our warm-up. So it's a great way for us to sort of warm up the T-spine here. Think big exhales, you rotate. Most of this work is going to be located around the obliques, so getting the sides of the torso here. We're immediately going to take this into a high windmill. The bell will go high on our right side in 3, 2, 1. Right hand high, reach it down, come right back into the center. Now notice I turn my right toe out, not my right toe, but I turn my toe out here, opposite arm, opposite leg. Now here's the deal, everyone's going to have a different range of motion. And rest. Okay, 10 seconds, we go back to the top here, guys. We're gonna go immediately into the ribbon and the rotate. So let's grab onto the sides. We go in 3, 2, 1. Finding mobility with down around the shoulders, rotate. Now, when you rotate and pivot, I don't want you to be bashful here, guys. Think big exhale, shh. As you exhale, notice how you get just a little bit more range of motion with every single repetition. You have about 10 more seconds remaining here. We're gonna go back into the windmill. The bell will go high. We're just gonna place it onto the other hand. And 3, 2, 1, hand goes high. Rotate, reach it down. Come right back into the center. Again, notice how the toe is slightly turned out while the side that has the bell is facing forward. Now, I have a pretty good range of motion on my T-spine, so I'm able to get low, but it's gonna be different for everybody. And relax. Okay, 2 down, 2 more to go. We go back to the very top end. Grab onto the bell, ribbon to twist. 3, 2, and 1. Around the head, twist. Remember, you're thinking exhale as you start to twist and pivot. So you can get deeper into the core here. Big exhale. Now, as the bell goes around the head, can you keep your shoulders nice and square? That actually is important. So it feels like you're rocking and rolling within the shoulders. Try to take some of it out. And rest. Bell goes high. Oops. Yeah, bell goes high. I think I already did this side, but that's okay. We'll do it twice because we're gonna do the other side here soon. Now, I want you to notice that I keep my shoulders stacked on top of each other. So even though I'm pressing it out, I keep the shoulders square. One more time, and recover. All right, guys, one more time. We go back into the ribbon, back into the windmill, then we're gonna find a longer recovery. Let's go to ribbon right here. Around the head. Now, when you take this ribbon, remember we're alternating sides, which is a little bit different than the windmill where we're staying all on the same side. Exhale. You have about 15 more seconds here. Remember, big breathe out as you pivot and as you turn. Less than 10 seconds. We have time for maybe one more. I can drop one more in there. And directly into the windmill. Arm up, turn the toe out, reach. Come right back into start position. Do that again. Reach. Right back to start position. Now, I talked about this earlier. Your range of motion might be a little bit higher. That's okay. Only go to where you feel pain-free. 3, 2, 1, and recover. Well done, everybody. Grab yourself a fast drink of water, reset. So that first exercise or first block was really about activating the oblique and your middle spine, also known as your T-spine. When we have more mobility here, it actually causes less injury to our hips and to our knees and our shoulders. So I think that this is a great opportunity, sort of like almost like an extension of our warm-up. Okay, we're gonna take this into block number 2. Block number 2, 2 new exercises. First exercise, we're gonna come down to the floor into a plank position. Feet will be about hip distance apart. You're gonna lift your tail up. You're gonna reach the opposite hand to the opposite toe, coming right back into the center position. Your second exercise, we're gonna drop down to hands and knees. Opposite arm reaches for the opposite side. So we're thinking middle part of our back and lower part of our back. All right, so start off with our plank position. We begin in 3, 2, 1, here we go. Reach for the toe, shift back into plank. Now we have 30 seconds here. I want you to really consciously try to keep your shoulders located over top of your wrists and your belly button in towards your spine. You're doing great. Keep it going. We're about 15 seconds away. Big exhale as the tail goes up, reaching for the opposite foot. We're gonna come back into that kneeling position, both knees down in 3, 2, 1, knees down. Opposite arm and opposite leg reach in opposite direction. But notice that the head stays in line with the tail. So find your balance, reset. Find your balance, reset. We're good in 4, 3, 2, 1, and recover. Take a moment, roll out the wrists. Okay, we go back to first exercise over again. We have 30 seconds. Hands down, 3, 2, let's go. Reach, set. Now this 10-second rest in between each round is not a lot, right? It's 10 seconds. But that means that we're trying to keep constant tension or flexion of the core and work against the core. Your core is a tough cookie, baby, so it can take it. Less than 10 seconds, get a few more repetitions in there. We're good in 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop it down, reach, then switch. Remember, we're reaching all the way across as long as we can. Right back into our position. Do that again. Reach and flex, bring it home. Flexing the toe, right back home. 3, 2, rest. Lift it up. Okay, 2 down, 2 more to go. We got this. Hands to the floor, walk it back, and let's do it. Reach, set, reach, set. Now, I like to keep these core motions relatively simple or simplistic in motion, so that way you don't have to think about it too much, guys. Truly, your core doesn't need a whole lot of fancy movement. It just needs to have functional movement. Less than 10 seconds. Get a few more repetitions and then we're good in 3, 2, 1. Drop it down. Here we go. Reach. And then we switch. Now this might look easy, but truly it is not, guys. It's actually a lot more challenging than you think. And if you want to up level this, you can float the knees so they come up off the floor and you reach, alternating your side. 3, 2, 1, rest. Okay, shoulders starting to light up here as well. Here we go into our final round for longer recovery. Hands low, let's go. Reach, right back home. Squeeze in the glutes. Hold that plank. Try not to rush it here, guys. We all get the same 30 seconds, but I want to look and I want to see quality motion over quantity. Less than 10 seconds. Last few repetitions. We're there in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop it down. Reach. And then we switch. I'm starting to collect a little bit of a sweat. Hopefully you guys are as well. Remember, you have that option to keep the knees floated off the floor, but the shoulders over top of the wrists. And rest. Woo! Wow, okay. Oh my goodness. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I am sweating because that was not easy. It was definitely work, but you guys did so well. Very excited for all of you. Let's do a real quick cool down and let's get you guys out of here. Join me into hands and knees. Begin to round the back, tuck the tail ever so slightly. Exhale, lengthen the spine, draw the shoulders down your back. Jet again, round it out. Exhale, lengthen it. Last time, round the back. Exhale, lengthen. Softly make your way down to the floor. Now you can keep your elbows down or you can elevate the elbows, palms down. All I need you to do, lift up your heart, elbows face towards your hips. Shoulders are away from your ears. You're opening up your core here. Let's do that again. Drop it down, press it up. Now the great thing about hardCORE is that it can stand at its, sit back, as its own workout, or you can add this on to any workout before or after if you want to add in a little bit of core work. Either way, even if you're short on time, there's really no excuses on this one here, guys. Hands on the hips, start to roll the hips in one direction. So before I let you go, I want to thank you one more time for joining me. I know that it's not always the easiest situation, but the fact that you guys are committed makes a big, big difference. So once again, thank you so much for coming in. I would love for you to share what you guys just saw. So please take a moment if you're on social media to go ahead and like, share, and also leave a couple comments. It really does help with the engagement. So the more you hear back from you guys, the better, because it's always supposed to be a great conversation. All right, so that being said, I'm gonna let you go. Thank you so much for joining me today. We'll see you next time, everybody.